Well, hello, boys and girls. It's when I feel like 8 o'clock. I'm Pearl of Wisdom, and you're listening to my NHL Pearls of Wisdom, coming to you live from my bathroom. I'm here because I've had some turnaround in my life. I've made some decisions, had to downsize, getting refocused, if you will. So in which case, I have a lot of people living in the environment here, so I don't want to bother them, and I don't want them to bother us. So this is the only place I really get privacy right now. That's why. So last night, Ricketts picks, not Riddit's picks. I said Riddit's yesterday. Mr. Rickett, John, I believe is his name. We talked yesterday about yesterday's card. We put it in the universe that it was extremely difficult card. And the universe came back and said, yes, you are right. It was a difficult card yesterday. I think I was 5 for 11 or something like that, unheard of. But most of it was teams that I was like, I don't know who's going to win this. It's a coin flip. And the coin flip didn't work this way, that way. I was bothered by this, but I was talking to my wife this morning, my beautiful, lovely, unbelievable person of a wife. Call it Hallmark. Is that Hallmark enough for you? You are an unbelievable person. Anyways, and she was like, Steve, you're supposed to be having fun. You're getting all upset over some picks. And another thing she said was something very wise. If anybody out there is getting upset about the money that they're putting on these picks, they probably need some help, because we don't want to be putting money that's important to us on this fun stuff that we're doing, correct? Absolutely. So we're having fun. And you know what? Those games last night, I was getting so bothered by the fact that I was incorrect about the picks that I forgot to just enjoy the games. They were some great games last night. The New York Islanders were up 3-0, and I was like, I got this one. Pittsburgh comes back in the third period and ruins it. But doesn't ruin it. Made it great. And made it a great game. And talking about that, with these picks and everything, it's secondary to what we're doing here. We are going to take this to amazing heights and have awesome times together, because you're going to hit the subscribe and the bell. And we're going to grow this into something unbelievably fantastic, which it already is. Just because you're here right now, this is unbelievable fantastic. The fact that I have to do this in the bathroom is not a bad thing. My life is unbelievably fantastic. I was an addict 8 months ago. Now I get to enjoy hockey with you doing these picks. How awesome is that? This life is fantastic right now for me and for you, if you want to look at it that way. So let's look at our picks for tonight and let's enjoy this. Well, this afternoon for one, the first one, Lightning and Sabres. The Lightning and Sabres, on paper, probably the Lightning should win this game, I suppose. But let's look at some of the things. It's in Sweden. I'm going to go with energy here. The Sabres have Olofsson, Johansson, Dahlin. All these guys are home, and this is going to be so feel-good for them to be home and appreciated. I think Allmark even is from Sweden, and he's the goaltender. So I'm going with the Sabres here, 4-2, because that feel-good energy. Hedman is going to be in the lineup for Tampa Bay, though. That's going to be feel-good as well. But I just have a feeling it's the more feel-good there is, the better it is. So I'm taking the Sabres. I'm taking them. I think this is going to be a 3-2, something like that. Boston for Detroit. Talking about needing to enjoy life. The Detroit Red Wings are in a position where it's time to enjoy life. You see them, when I watched them play, they looked extremely frustrated and down. Basili is a great technical coach, but it's time for this to remind them of the childhood in them that brought them to where they are, and just enjoy playing. Win or lose right now, and enjoy getting better. That being said, Boston is on top of the world right now. Boston is on a level energy wise that is insane. You got a guy like Marchand, when he has that look that nothing can touch me, the Bruins feed off that energy, and that's where they are right now. It's like cannot see them losing too many games up until till the end of the season if they're in this energy. So I'm taking Boston. It doesn't matter who's in net here, although I hear it's Rask. So if it is, doesn't matter. I'm going to say Boston. And I'm going to say Detroit puts up a decent fight. Maybe Vasily starts to get these guys just to have some fun. And say it's like, I think I might go over here, 5-3, something like that. Vancouver Jets. Vancouver's in a learning experience. The loss to Chicago yesterday was an experience that they're good, but they have to play a professional game to be good. I said this about the New York Rangers, and they won their game, and I said that they weren't going to win their game because with these young teams, it's very difficult. I generally don't bet on young teams like this because they're going through the whole process of thinking they're better than they are, or thinking that they are good, which is good to think that you're good. Sure, absolutely. But it's not good to think that you're good just because. In other words, stop doing the effort because you're good. And this is what the balance of these young teams are. The Jets, what I love about the Jets is Maurice has it in their heads that they don't believe the messages that are being said. The fact that Bufflin isn't there, the fact that their defense has been depleted, Paul Maurice has it in their heads that doesn't matter, that we're still a great team. On paper, the Jets should probably losing more than they are. One big reason why they're not is freaking Hellebuck. Hellebuck is playing absolutely amazing. I've been talking about this guy for quite some time. Now, right from the time I said he's probably got a Vezina in him, and this could be the year he does it. I don't like betting this game. I'm going to take the Jets at home. Hellebuck is playing so well. Okay, you know what? I'm going to take the Jets, but we're going to look at, you're going to go down in the comment section and watch as I tell you who's going to be the goaltender for the Vancouver Canucks, because I'm not at this moment quite sure who that's going to be. I believe it's Demko. And if that's the case, I'm going to take the Jets 4-2. Something like that. Yeah. Devils versus the Oilers. The Devils and the Oilers are basically in the same situation right now. Both of them have, except for the fact that Devils have goaltending issues. And now that we're talking about goaltending, I wanted to get into something here. Have you noticed that every time I smack a goaltender saying he's the worst in the league, he comes back and wins? Because they're watching this. And I'm sorry. I'm going to stop doing this. This is another thing my wife told me too. Lift people up, right? We're going to lift people up here, not nail them to the floor. I should be taking St. Louis because Allen's not playing well. New Jersey could be playing Schneider here, okay? Schneider's had an extremely difficult last 3, and I'm rooting for you, bro. I seriously am. I'm rooting for you because I remember when you were in Vancouver and you were going through all that problems with Luongo, you handled it with class and a great heart. And I don't know what's going on with you right now that you're having such confident issues, but I'm hoping for you that it comes out of it. Now, I'm not picking the Devils tonight. I also believe that the Oilers have a great coach, and I think there's more skill in the bottom of that lineup than we say there is, and I think they start believing it tonight. So I'm going to take the Oilers. I'm going to say 3-2, but I probably would not bet on this game because it could go either way. The only thing I would bet on this game with is I believe Koskinen is in net and Schneider. Maybe the over. Over. This is a heavy over game. I'm going to go the over. That's my full 42%, boys and girls. That's all I have to give. There's a lot. I've given weight. It's over 10 minutes this now. I hope you're okay. I hope you're still going to get your morning nap in. Have a great day. Lots of love to you.